Hello, I'm Dalton Texan, and I'm new to the Plus One crew. And my wife just got surgery on Tuesday, the 15th. It went well, and she was having a little problems with, some croupy cough, we noticed, but they didn't seem to think anything of it. So we went home Thursday, and she was just kind of, what was to be expected, in pain and stuff, and just resting a lot. And then Friday, when she woke up, noticed her skin was really hot, and we found out she had 102.2 fever. And of course, you're supposed to call the doctor. That was what we were instructed to do: call the doctor and go to emergency. Well, the doctor wanted us to go back to the emergency, not locally where we live, which would have gone to Idaho Falls, but he wanted us to go all the way back to where we got the operation, where she got the operation, which was about a little over 40 miles south, so about an hour and 15 minutes. So that kind of made me think there was something serious going on. And turns out that after testing and all, she had pneumonia. So they put her back in the hospital for a couple more days, and we just got her back Sunday, which made for a happy Easter Sunday, having her home again. That was stressful, though. And then in the meantime, having to run back and forth from there because we had a sick kitty too this week, and I've been force feeding her, trying to keep her going until I get her to the vet tomorrow. Talking about kitties. Bella, no, there's nothing on that wall. She's staring at the wall, talking to it, and now she just jumped up and started scratching it. I have no idea what she's looking at. Bella, I don't see any bugs. Come on, baby. Come on. Here. No, you get down. Come here. Yes, we have 6 cats. 6 2-year-olds. Oh, and they are so wonderful. What, Bella? No. Sorry for the interruption, but that's what you get too, That's how those are our children, our babies, kitties. So it's been an interesting program. We've been going with the 6-month program. They put you through a 6-month weight management program, and that's what Carla was part of at the hospital. They have the little nutrition class, and they just go through. They have somebody for every single part of you, to evaluate and check on things. From seeing a psychologist to the physical therapist to the nutritionist to the this and that, and they just checked everything. And so during the 6 months, it's actually been very beneficial. We found out some things that Carla was, things that she wouldn't have known was going on with her body, that we were able to get some treatment for and some help with, medical things. And but for myself, as a spouse, I feel like I learned a lot. It was such an amazing crew, and there was just so much information. I know when I started gaining weight, was in my younger years. I used to be just excuse me. Oh, please. I used to be really skinny. I was one of those athletic, skinny kids, and my family's all in the entertainment business, and so we lived in Hawaii, and they were part of the the 80s crowd. Most of their friends were the A-list and the Magna PI crowd and all those guys. So I always felt like we had so much attention, and at that time I was in my 20s, and it just, sometimes you're not mature enough, or you're not able to handle that kind of attention, that much attention. I say that kind of attention because you get all kinds of attention. And so I think I became an emotional eater, but I gained weight trying to hide myself from, and to deter attention off of myself. Unfortunately, that has a bad other side. People don't treat you very nice when you're overweight, even chubby. That's another story. Well, I'm sure most of you understand that. The world can be cruel. It's cruel and judgmental, but despite that, I wanted people to like me for me, and I think I know that was where I got into, because I started feeling like people were so phony around me. They only wanted one thing, and that was with it came a lot of hurt. I just wasn't mature enough to deal with that. So, but then since then, for myself, I've been on my own, constant wrestling with weight, back and forth and back and forth, and but I was fortunate enough to, when I met Carla, you know, she just saw me. I mean, I wasn't that heavy then when I met her either. I had slendered down quite a bit at the time I met her 20 years ago, and she was very slender. I have no idea how much she weighed, because, you know, that's not something you ask. So, but I'm guessing between 120, 130. I mean, she was pretty slender. And we used to go dancing 3 times a week, and we were pretty active. We'd go hiking on the weekends. We had this, you know, some friends that like to hike all the time up Mount Charleston. This was in Vegas. You know, I've been a few different places, though. This is where I landed at that time in Vegas 20 years ago. And so time catches up to us, and life happens, and you know, health. We had ended up with some health problems, but depressions and stresses of life, and a lot of heartaches. You know, losing people, losing pets. Just the things that happen, and I guess it just catches up to you. And I ended up with a sedentary job. I'd been doing customer service for 15 years before I stopped, before I call it early retirement. And so that catches up to you too, not moving around. And you find yourself, as you get older especially, whatever little bit of time you have, you know, you just want to enjoy yourself. And sometimes that means food, incorporating food that's comfort food, and obviously got out of hand. And so it's been a wrestling match, a yo-yo thing. But for Carla, I don't know, I think a lot of it can be genetics, because her whole family, she's got 10 uncles and aunts and hundreds of cousins, and they all struggle badly with excessive weight, and all the different problems that can't come with it. And so I know for her, getting the gastric bypass surgery was definitely to save her life and to give her some positive quality of life without so many of the problems that she started developing. And for myself too, I feel like, you know, for me, I jumped in the journey with her. That's how I feel, that I'm traveling this with her. And like with the program, even though I'm not doing the program, I'm not going for the surgery, I'm still adjusting my diet. You know, I got rid of a few things out of my diet too, because I don't want to keep anything around the house that, you know, might tempt her. There's a few things I like to eat that she won't ever touch anyways, but still I don't want anything that would make it hard for her. So, yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not eating anything that she can't eat once she can actually eat food. Right now she's on the liquid diet, so it's going to be a little while, but, you know, I'm just happy that she did this, and I love her so much. I want her to be happy, and, you know, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with what she's done, and very proud of her, because she quit smoking and got rid of soda and chips and a lot of really devastating, you know, bad foods, bad things, bad habits that really bring your body down. So it makes me happy. I don't smoke, so at least there was one less smoker in the house. I was never into soda much either, but, you know, sweets, that's my advice. When the sweets sneak in, I gotta watch those. So no sweets in the house, no ice creams, no nothing like that. So, which is fine, because we most of the time really didn't eat that much. It was more carbs and things like that that really I think caught up to us, and fatty foods. So it's gonna be an interesting journey. It's already kind of strange, and I noticed on the Plus One Facebook there, I did someone had mentioned, excuse me, that you know, feeling guilty when you eat. I'm going to have to adjust to that as soon as I grab something. And, you know, she said, "Oh, honey, you know, eat, please, you know, eat what you're eating." And she kind of like looks over, and I start going, "Oops, I hope that's not torturing her," you know. But she seems okay, or at least she's dealing with it. She outwardly seems fine, and she's told me she doesn't want that to be a reason we don't eat together. Even though we're eating something different. Because, 20 years we've been eating together, and, I never get anything from the kitchen without asking her, and vice versa. It's just normal. And then, like I said, through the years, I always did half the cooking, so I was the breakfast person, and she's a dinner person, and, on shopping and stuff, we always shop for what we both wanted, so that's very strange. When I went to the store the other day, I was standing there, and I'm shopping, I'm looking at the meats, and I'm like, I was like, what am I supposed to buy? It seems so silly because I know how to feed myself, but I was thinking back before I met Carla, actually when we first met, maybe I kept hot dogs and a couple eggs. I had a frying pan, a little one for eggs, a pot that I rarely used, and a coffee pot, which I never used either. That's about it. And then lots of drinks, sodas and, juice. I'm mostly juice and, beer. Things like that in the days when I used to drink. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of strange. But I feel like with that, it's helping me to be healthier too. I become more aware that how much, or doing those little programs there where you keep track of your food and stuff. I have not been getting the protein I need. It's no wonder I'm kind of wilting away from age. Gosh, that's old. I'm not so old, but be 53 in May catches up. But I still got stuff to work with them. I can still build some muscle back up and lose some of this flabbiness. So, anyways, that's pretty much where we're at, and I think it's just amazing, that there's such a community there. That's such a supportive community for everybody, and I've seen a lot of the videos, and with watching them with Carla too, and it's wow, I didn't know that it was just such a big and tight community. It seems there's been a lot of tight friendships there. Seems like a lot of pretty good people. From what I can see, everybody's got their little things. That's just being human. But Carla and I, we love people, and we're open-minded. We love variety, and we love people to just be themselves. And it's tough to be yourself in a world that demands conformity and that judges you for every little thing. So I think it's a very brave and strong community. People that are brave enough and strong enough to take charge of their lives and try to do something and improve, and then to share the videos to help other people, either prepare for the surgeries or get some ideas what to do, or sharing recipes even, or other things to eat besides just protein and soup broth, which is what Carla's mostly on right now, poor kid. However, she's doing well. So anyways, thank you, and I plan on doing that. I wanted to try that 50 question thing too. That would seem like that'd be kind of a fun video. Just, So, anyways, appreciate everyone, and hope everyone has a wonderful week. And let's see, I can't think of anything else at the moment to talk about. But I'm looking forward to future friendships and just getting to know people, just sharing our adventure too with you folks, and enjoying your adventures. And it is definitely quite an adventure. Okay, well everyone, you have a wonderful day. Peace and love.